first down, Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touch. Russell Wilson, 53 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Wilson, and an alley to run, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Mike 54. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is tackled in. 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it all the way down. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Protection was great. He had time to set. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
Absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get...
And they take over the ball.
Check 53. Rip right.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll go down here at the...
pressure off? Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D.
Here's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Mike, Mike.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a give right side. Carson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and out. Up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Roy.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last. They'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. Chris Jones on the stop. Tough running there. That's a at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. On the draw, it's Procise. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. And that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's so 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football. Half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second. That we've had guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Watkins, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Push him back.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But and look at this, another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check 53, Mike. And here we go.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53.
Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And now here's another interception.